About 15 minutes early. It'll be fine.
Don't forget to stop the eggs.
Oh,
Looks like we're
right.
live.
I think we're actually doing things. Yeah, I think things are happening. You feel like things are happening? I feel like things are happening. Well,
You're good.
ooh. Yeah. Little to the left, honey. Little, oh, okay.
Yep.
She over here reaching
Hey,
around under my feet. What's up, brother?
I just got your notification that you're live.
Cool. Fantastic. We might even have people show up eventually. You're pretty cool. Car Thief News is supposed to be swinging by in about an hour. He's got to do an update. He got locked back up for a little while and he's back out. So I dropped him a link, but his pre-trial, what's it, discovery or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It started about 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
So he is definitely not going to be arriving here for a minute, and God knows it may take it all day. I don't know.
I'm probably going to have to. I'll stick here for a minute, but I'm telling you, it's. I would go with 55.
Hey, man.
55 degrees and foggy here. It's freaking freezing.
Yeah. if it becomes too uncomfortable, you just fucking dip out and go somewhere else. It'll be fine, dude. I'm like I said, I'm gonna be driving, and I may occasionally have to reach over and mute the joint so I can get cussed out proper by my wife.
Nice.
And I was just figuring you could hang out as an anchor because there's about 3 places up here where I lose signal. And it may just end it, you know. But I'm pretty sure if I have a guest in, StreamYard will anchor it for the guest for like 20 minutes. And it shouldn't take but about 5 to get across that area.
Okay.
But it's not that critical. You get cold, go.
I think our coast to coast live broadcast is awesome.
Yeah, I'm digging it. East Coast to West Coast, baby. That's pretty cool. I wanted to do one for sunset, let it last 3 hours. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah.
I could have started it up. We could have shifted to somebody in the middle, flyover states, maybe truth be told, or somebody head down to the Gulf Coast. That would have been cool.
Hi, Angel. Let's see. You've got the abstract look. Andrew, Russell Sperry.
Oh, Tom.
Welcome in, you guys.
You are the man with the master plan there, buddy. Let me tell you. I'm going to stop playing with that now. That seems dangerous.
Hey, you guys, we're doing a coast to coast live broadcast, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm kind of thinking about start telling ghost stories and alien abduction stories. How I camped out in Area 51 that never happened.
Don't forget to point out your.
Up here on the left somewhere, one of these houses has a little mini Sasquatch in the yard. And I am unsure if anybody's actually going to be able to see it.
Hey, so
it's on a fairly busy part of this whole place.
What's the temperature there?
I've been trying to get by there all week, and it's been raining constantly. You can see the puddles all in both sides of the road. This ain't a place that collects water. You know?
It's going to rain some more today.
Haven't had a sunset all week.
I mean, it was.
What's the temperature where you guys are at?
82 degrees at 102% humidity.
Holy
we got
shit.
That liquid sunshine. Yes, sir. Grow mushrooms on your eyebrows, no problem.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's 55, foggy and freezing here.
That's cold. That is a bit bracing. Well, I'm proud of you, man. You soldier up real quick and real good.
Let me hop back into the chat. I can't see you when I go back into the chat. So, hey, Yen Dang, can you see the chat?
I can see it, but I can't. I see Smarky. Boopy. Snarkin' Sass showed up. I got to boop her. Boopy.
Irish
we got Tom in here. It's good to see you, brother. Irish Rover, yeah. Saw him.
Yeah.
It's good to have you. This is.
You guys were live coast to coast, man. It's awesome. Hi, Snarkin' Sass.
It's good to see you, darling. Angel, good to see you too. Now, I am on an island on the East Coast in South Carolina called Edisto, and it is about 90 some odd percent privately owned, and there is a single resort type place on the island, right? As far as staying here, unless you either own property or know someone who does own property, or you get in touch with one of the rental agencies that are willing to deal with you. Otherwise, you're not getting on the island.
There is a state park right there.
Well, the opposite end of the island has a state park, like camping area. And it's kind of got its own beach section to it, too. So it's all super cool over there. I'm actually planning to put together some type of a pop-up trip in the future to come up here a week early before we get our beach house week so that we can get beached out. Yeah, no, get beached out completely and then go to the beach house and chill.
I like that.
Because that way you're not trying to go beaching and you're not trying to relax at the same time. It's kind of silly.
I like that very much.
But I love the idea. But I figure if we're going to do that kind of stuff, we should be prepared for it, not just balls deep off in it with a YOLO Yell, screaming Elbow Jenkins or whatever.
I mean,
I'm sorry, I'm a planner, dude. I plan everything. I plan. My plans have alternates. My alternate plans have an alphabet of plan Bs. Like everything.
And Andrew says he's never been to Oregon, and we're about 60 miles from Oregon on the coast.
Well, dude, I'm gonna tell you, you're a geographical oddity. You seem to be about 60 miles from everywhere.
Don't forget that.
Well, we got family that lives down there in Angel's territory down around Fullerton, and it's a long drive from
baby,
Southern California.
Wow. California long, kind of like Georgia long, but maybe longer.
Well, I thought California was long till we took our trip and crossed across Texas. Holy
yeah. You ain't got nothing on Texas, dude.
Oh,
let me tell you what I did coming out of Texas. We got off the interstate right after I got my El Camino. We got like on the interstate, went for about 5 or 6 exits, and then got off the interstate onto one of the tertiary roads. Ain't no speed limits in Texas, not that part. I fell off that road. We covered half of Texas in about 6 hours. But let me tell you, son, that was 120 miles an hour. I was rolling, son. Like, I just wanted to see what she'd do. You ever drove a drag racer cross country?
Yeah, no kidding.
No, I don't advise it. It ain't no fun. They'd be getting all kinds of real hot. All right. We're going to go in here and get puppy stuff for puppies. We got puppies. And we've been gone a week, and you know he's going to freak out when we come in. I have a mastiff. I have a bull mastiff that weighs 100 pounds. And when my wife comes home, he chirps like a little bird.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking back towards my truck. It's freaking freezing out here.
Yeah, man, don't die to COVID because you're out there. That ain't what I'm on. We ain't trying to get you sick. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. All right, yeah.
Hey, and Andrew,
dude, I just put $25 of gas in this truck, and it ain't even moved touching gauge, but not even a quarter of a tank quite. I'm like, God, what's up, ATL and non-mouse? Good to see y'all. Andrew, Bernie, you the one. Guess who's supposed to be coming on the show? Rita from Rita's Juicy Life.
Oh, right.
Of course. She's either going to be wearing a mask or have something up over the camera. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got a great channel. I really enjoy her channel.
I really do. I wanted to do something like that, but quite frankly, I find copyright strikes quite disturbing. They seem to bother my soul or something. I don't know. Well, I really screwed the pooch when I set this thing up on here, didn't I?
Why is
I'm
that?
staring at my hood because most of it's just my hood, and I can't really tilt it down anymore because of the way it's set up on the dash. I had to stick it somewhere though. I didn't know what I was doing, so I figured I'd try to let it roll like that. I don't think I got any mods in chat. I don't know. We'll see.
It's super pretty where I'm at. Hey, look, I got hair.
It's beautiful everywhere you go, dude. I don't think I've seen one place that you've decided to film that I was like, oh, why do you do that? In every case, it's always like, wow, that shit's cool as hell. What the hell? What is that? You walk right by it, ain't even look at the cool shit. Come on, Rachel. They just dogs. They don't care. How much road tripping do you do, brother?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, a lot.
A lot? Yeah, I know you travel a bunch. I just didn't know how much driving that entailed.
Well, we last time we went to the East Coast. Well, every time we've been to the East Coast, we've flown back there. But over in the western part, we drive all this, and we might even this year when we go back east, because our daughter lives there in Virginia, so
Right.
that's we'll go see them again this year around Christmas time again. So that'll be our time to head back to the East Coast.
I'll tell you something else we're gonna do. If you're down for it, whenever I figure out when that winter beach trip is gonna happen, I'm gonna let you know and a few other folks. We'll make a party out of that shit. We'll do a whole stream house episode.
Oh God, that'd be fun. That'd be super fun.
Would be good.
And a phone.
Well, I like it.
Yeah, he's gonna shred that thing. Absolute total destruction, I tell you. I'll tell you what, man, we got one of those nylabone things, that's supposed to be unbreakable or whatever. Like dog can't destroy it. I'll be damn. He ate the motherfucker. He ate it. He sat down, went to chewing on it, and 3 hours later he had it in half. And I was like, that's probably not good. The next day, one half of it was gone. He was having stomach distress. Here's another thing about this place. All the driveways and the roads and stuff are all super small.
Yeah.
They're like ox cart stuff, which is probably more accurate than I'd like to admit. Because check it out, right up here. Where is it? Lefty turn. It's right up here on the right. There is a 1720s plantation type place.
Cool.
I don't think they can see any of that, honey.
Oh, you don't think they can see?
No, they can't see that. I'm looking at it. All they can really see is road. About it. There we go.
Hey, Toby Live.
Yeah, Toe, good to see you, man. Glad to have you.
And Angel, yeah, our grandson is pretty funny, yeah, and he likes to tell jokes on the live streams, that's for sure.
Oh, that's cool. I like jokes. You're a clownfish. Tell me a joke. Clownfishes are funny. I don't know.
Hey, I'm gonna have to put you guys down here just for a second.
Yeah, you do what you got to do, man. I'm rolling. I'm on the road. I can babble incessantly until the end of time. I mean, I can tell really stupid stories. I just need somebody to trigger a memory.
Shit. Almost tripped in a damn hole. Hold on.
Yeah, no, don't do that, man. That's another one of those that ain't worth it moments. So there's lots of stupid things down here. Lots of dumb stuff.
Hey, did you by any chance see the live I did the other day in Eureka, California, and then we stopped by the. We were just walking around town, and we walked by.
Yeah, I call that one.
Yeah, we walked by that dispensary, and they welcomed us in, and
that's when I showed up. It was right before you went in the dispensary. Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing, right?
That was cool.
I've seen a lot of videos where people are freaking out and cops get called and all that shit, right? And and it was funny that they're like, "Yeah, come on in," right? I was like,
that's one of the things, Harry. I got to tell you, man, that's one of the things that's always bothered me about these cop watcher situations. How is it that every single time a cop watcher goes to watch a cop, the cop gets triggered by something the cop watcher does?
Yeah,
I don't understand how that could be. You know what happened when I went and filmed my cops? They waved at me on the way in and out, and it was nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, Raymond, how you doing? And that was it. That was the extent of the interaction.
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, I live in a small town, so that might be the difference. I don't know.
Hi, D. Johns. Good morning.
Oh yeah, baby. D. Johns. Isn't that what the guy on Chronicles of Riddick, not Chronicles, but Pitch Black, the bounty hunter's name was D. Johns, I think. I'm almost certain. I know his last name was Johns. I'm pretty sure it was D. Johns. Pretty sure. That's a pretty cool moniker there, brother.
I wish I could turn my camera around. I'm not sure I can.
I'm sure you can. You just got to figure out the right sequence of buttons to push.
Right, and I don't want to hang up on you. Not yet.
I can bring you back in if it happens. Don't sweat it. This is all a work in progress.
Whoop, that didn't work.
You're still here.
Let's see. Yeah, because where I'm driving at is actually kind of cool. Oop, not that. Well, shit.
So I got this dumb idea when I start doing my traveling.
Yeah.
If I'm going to visit a cop watcher and I know that they tend to go live I'm going to go audit the audit. I'm going to go audit the cop watcher.
I think that's brilliant.
Try to sneak up on them and get them on camera, get other people on camera, see what the cops have to say about that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not filming y'all. I'm filming him.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Is not going on.
Yeah, no. Vice Squad says she's not making that trip, but I will be alone. How you like that for support?
Hell yeah!
I smoked way too much weed to go be looking at cops.
You know what me and my friends used to do? We didn't have anywhere to go smoke weed when we was growing up, right? So as soon as one of us got a freaking driver's license, our brilliant response to not getting pulled over by cops was to go find a cop, follow him around, and smoke weed. Now listen, this sounds absurd, right? That's the most ridiculous thing you can imagine, right? Work like a charm. I never got pulled over while I was actively smoking weed. That shit never happened.
That's funny.
But thinking back, it does seem kind of dense. No matter how well it worked. Agent X, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, let me try this, Sasquatch. I won't be able to see you, but I'll show you where
you do what you got to do, brother. Like I said, this is all a work in progress. We're just trying to figure out how. That's cool, dude. It is downright dingy over
driving out through these dunes.
Is there anything useful over there?
There's a drag strip down here. The videos that I do, the videos I do at the drag strip are from right down here.
Right. All right. So good news, folks. It appears as though with a proper charging cord and an appropriate connection doobie, I can both hotspot my phone and stream simultaneously without it being a major freaking pain in the fungus. So that's pretty cool. And I've got 2 sets of earbuds over here, all backup charging. So we should be good there. I delivered 3/4 a tank of gas and 2 packs of cigarettes. It's bright. I'm wearing sunglasses. Hit it. What's up, BDF? Good to see you, brother. We're doing a long, lonesome ride today. It's just me, wife, Spots, and you, Harry. I appreciate you coming, Harry Nutz. Sasquatch with Harry Nutz.
No.
Go figure. You didn't figure out bikini wax, did you?
That's a title right there for a video.
Ain't it? Dude, I typed it up and then I couldn't actually post it. I couldn't bring myself to posting that on YouTube. I figured I'd get blocked out the gate. Sasquatch with Harry Nutz. You figure. How'd you come up with that one? Man. And these roads, I'm sure they're like the legitimate width they're supposed to be or whatever, but they feel very constrictive because of the way the trees crowd in over it. And don't ride behind a semi. Don't do that. Do not do that to yourself, because they hit a whole bunch of these limbs and these trees. You'll be riding along behind a semi and catch a branch through your window that broke off. Do not do that to yourself. You give them a good 6, 7, 8 car lengths, not the usual 3. You give them room for the limb to fall off the roof and land on the road, and you can stop. And I wouldn't even say nothing about it, except I've seen some crap like that one time. Like, mental note, do not crowd semi. The semi didn't have nothing to do with it, except you have to clip a limb.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny that we're both live driving down the road, chit chat.
Yeah, that's fine. But what's funnier is that there's about 4,000 miles between us. We're about as far apart as you could get on this continent without going to Alaska. Are these little, isn't this farmer's market thing?
Yeah, that's King's Market.
That's King's Market right here. You can get most anything what grow under the sun, assuming it's in season.
And a key lime pie make you slap your mama.
Yeah, apparently they have really good key lime pies. I don't like key lime pies, so there's that.
Oh, they have a real good chocolate mud pie too. I could have got you that.
It's a fucking chocolate mud pie. You got some key lime bullshit. Use clean windows. What the hell?
Next time.
Give me some real.
Next time we'll get you some Edisto mud. I mean, that's what it's called. It's Edisto mud. It's like it's with a bunch of.
Well, that just sounds absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. We got Claiborne County. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, so
you don't see
in this section right. In this section right here, we got the Pacific Ocean on our left and the bay on our right.
You're on an isthmus. Isthmus.
Isthmus.
An isthmus. I like them. Isthmus. Let's go. It's yours. Hey, that's one of them right there. See, I want to go dig up an old motorhome, like one of the old GMC van builds that they used to do, or I don't know.
This is a big plantation here, right here.
Daihatsu made a 4-cylinder 4x4 with a tandem rear axle. And that thing looks like a monstrosity. I bet it drives like a battleship. Be cool with that. All right. What is this place? The Market Mill. They do eggs and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, they got market like fresh meat, fish meat.
Right. They're right here next to this. Now correct me if I'm wrong. This empties out on the back side of like
Yes.
where we were staying.
Yes.
So like you could paddle your happy ass right on over to the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Most of these waterways empty out there, as a matter of fact.
Fantastic. I'm not sure. Probably shouldn't be running 70.
No, that's where we should.
Yeah, they frown on that.
So when you leave South Carolina, you guys
bottle
go
of whiskey in the trunk.
Well, we're going through Savannah. We may stop in Savannah somewhere. I'm not 100% on that. I don't want to.
No,
But
let's just go home.
It might
got
happen.
no reason to stop.
Well, I got to get gas at some point.
There's all kinds of other gas stations.
But I want to run this tank out almost completely before I do. Right? Because I put some of that injection cleaner in this one. I want to go ahead and run that stuff out. That stuff goes bad. You leave it in your tank too long.
We don't have to go all the way into Savannah. We can just hop 95.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
that does try to drop me when you get in crappy reception.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how well all that's going to work out. I got.
Hey,
let's see. There's a spot.
That was only for a few seconds. It came right back.
Mm-hmm. I got a spot up here where I'm going to lose connection for like a minute, maybe. And there's another one right before we hit the interstate where there's some kind of a weird changeover between systems or something, and it'll drop for like 30 seconds. That was the only problem I had on the way up here. It's those two spots. We're fixing to hit a big old bridge. Bye, Edisto. We are now officially leaving the Edisto Island cluster. There's a dredge barge out there. Man, that looks like so much fun. Like being paid to play in the sand. All right.
Well, I'll keep chit chatting. Hey, I'll keep chit chatting with you. I'm going to turn my phone around and kind of give a view going over the bridges here, and then
yeah, I'm hitting the bridge too. Oh, sure.
Nice.
Sure. That's kind of the whole point here. I got a car thief news supposed to come in about an hour, maybe two. I don't know. It depends on how long this little court thing goes. And then we should have a pretty good run on what kind of battery power this is all going to take, whether or not my plug-ins work, whether or not my charging works, whether or not all of that stuff, signal, all that stuff. It's all a dry test run, you know. That's why I don't actually have topics.
Now, the best topic is just chitty chatting and cruising along.
Yeah, it can be. If you're interesting like you, but when you're interesting like me, that's not the best thing in the world. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I have an issue sitting and talking to a phone. It feels insane to me. Like, this is okay because I'm talking to you, right?
Yeah.
But when I'm sitting and talking to just my phone and there's nothing on the other end of it to react to or interact with, that is just so weird to me, man.
Hey, I haven't read the chat. What's going on in the chat?
We got UV chilling in here.
UV chilling 909, man. Awesome channel.
And I think that says that you don't see. Pretty sure that's what it says. And that's actually UV chilling, not the wife, I do believe.
Yeah,
okay.
Hers is Mrs. UV chilling 909.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Oh well, we get to witness. I don't know what's going on here. This guy can't figure out where he's going.
I like those people who put on their left blinker, get in the left lane, and then ride for 75 miles. Those are my favorite people. I love them. I'll get right there in their blind spot and ride with them just to fuck with them. Hey, and the reason is eventually they will realize that, hey, I'm there, and then they'll look down at their dashboard to hit their blinker to get in front of me or move or do something, right? And they'll realize their blinker's been on for the past 2.5 hours.
Yeah, yeah. So
now there's a funny thing about this. Most of the houses over here are like post Civil War, and then you have a whole bunch of trailers, and then you have beach houses. And that seems to be the three types of buildings you have.
So
that sound about right?
I don't know if you can.
Hey, we got Bigfoot Anon in here, and I got to tell you something about this. Check this out. I almost wrecked my truck yesterday because I swear to God, that man has a clone here on Edisto. I almost wrecked my truck because I've seen him. Long hair, the same little like those glasses that are kind of unique, you know. He turns, looked straight at me, and cocked his head to the side as if he almost recognized me. I was like,
I don't know who's got the worst connection, me or you. Hey, this is downtown Eureka, California.
well, I'm afraid to load.
That's
Two Goo-Doo. Oh yeah, two. How do you say it?
Tougadoo.
We start talking in Gullah. We want. I ain't gonna do nobody any good. Probably piss off some Gullah.
Well, we're gonna have a grandson.
That was the grandson. Hey.
Oh, this is my favorite stretch.
Okay, so what do we call grandfather Sasquatch?
Papa Squatch.
Is it Papa Squatch? Pretty sure it's gonna be Papa Squatch.
Yeah, for sure, Papa Squatch.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Motu, Master of the Universe, but I think that's already been taken.
It is taken.
It's pretty good though.
That's okay when it's unique to you.
Well, my daughter calls me father or padre sometimes.
Yeah, it's funny. I got to keep turning on the wipers because it's so damn foggy here.
Come on, hang in there, Harry. You can hang the screen. I'm sure you can. You can do it. You have the technology and you have the California infrastructure. I'm sure it's good, right? Right?
I actually just went past a kind of a shitty spot, and so I'll stay on here while you're. You had a little rough patch right there, but I think we're back.
Yeah, that's one of them. There's another one right up here. I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes down the road. But hey, that could have just been the other phone I was using at the time. I don't know. Ooh, I like that Toyota. Some of these Toyotas look real good.
Here goes a big load of lumber heading back east to you guys. One of these days, I'm going to talk to the lumber mill that's over here close to us. They do a lot of harvesting of the trees and making lumber up here, and see if we can do a live at one of the lumber mills.
That would be cool. Some of the stuff they do is absolutely amazing. I mean, I know it's fairly generic for somebody who does that type of work, but they've got all kinds of little specialized tools for measuring stuff and checking out grain patterns, all kinds of stuff. It's good. We are now in Adams Run, correct?
Yeah, it's really cool to go by the especially the lumber mills that are doing the lumber
At
mills
or
that are making
Adams.
the lumber mills that are making redwood lumber. God, they smell good.
Oh man, that stuff smells amazing. I helped a dude repair one of his redwood headboards many moons ago, and I will never forget the smell of that freaking redwood getting cut. It was amazing. Hello, big truck. Are you actually turning, or are you just pretending to turn? You are actually turning to go. Now, that is a thrift store that I've never seen actually sell it.
Oh, it sells stuff. It's just not anymore.
Is it closed again? I swear every time I come through here, that place is closed. But it looks like it was open last week in every case.
They'll open up in the height of the summertime when kids go back to school. They shut that bitch down.
Hey, Harry, have you followed any of MVTV's most recent uploads?
I
Montana
have not.
Vigilante Television.
No, but when I
Let me tell you what my man has done.
Yeah.
He has taken a job documenting all of the equipment and basically all the buildings and stuff that's on a particular property in Montana somewhere. And he found an entire, what was it? Alson's? No. Anyway, it's the all farmer, all harvester. The big one, suckers just parked out in the middle of the field. All the linkages packed up in the box. Everything you need to crank it up sitting right there, except maybe a little diesel and a shot of juice. You know?
Wow.
And he was like, "Yeah, I got to figure out how to move it." I said, "Turn the key. Like, jump that sucker off. Turn the key. I bet you it'll crank right up." The whole place looks like it got shut down for a long weekend and nobody ever came back.
Wow, that's super cool.
It's wild. And he's over there digging through it, documenting everything that's there, and he's only uploading a few videos at a time. And I'm like, man, that is a barrel of content. Just do it.
Yeah.
Now, some of these houses out here are really, really cool. What's that?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I was just saying there was a house right back there that's done all up in gingerbread. It's a little tiny house. It almost looks fake compared to most of the other houses out here. It's like this little tiny, tight built little, not exactly a tiny house. It's bigger than a shed, I'm just saying it's a fairly small domicile, and yet it's done up in all kinds of gingerbread, fretwork, and what do they call it? Bric-a-brac? All kinds of bric-a-brac around. This is not the place to come buy cars. Just so you know. You go to Texas or Utah or Arizona and go buy a car. You don't come here to buy a car, because here your cars will be rusted to pieces.
Salt as hell.
Salt air, always humid. Man, you come up here in the winter, middle of winter, it'll be 27 degrees, 103% humidity.
Assuming you do take a look.
Yes, it's the left of the tank. We will take it. Assuming there's not, we don't get T-boned by the freaking frame. Well, that's what she said.
No, it runs so fast on the tracks.
I've never done a live stream where I'm driving and I watch You Be Chillin' 909's awesome at it, and
right.
And it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, even though I really don't have the flipping the screen around right. I flip my camera around, or my whole phone around.
I see that. There's a button in there that'll switch cameras. I don't know if you can do it while actually live. You might have to do it and then refresh, something like that.
Yeah, I don't want to chance it. There you go.
All right, I think I made it through my dead zone that I was worried about, and it didn't even glitch. So you can make that whatever you want. Jesus, this truck want to run a 75.
She do. Everybody else says.
Let me tell you, dude. Right before I come on this trip, what's up, smoking auditor? Truth be told, good to see both of y'all. Right before I come on this trip, I put my truck in the shop. This is a 20-year-old 2002 Nissan Frontier with 138,000 miles on it. And when I put it in the shop, when I told the woman I was bringing a 2002 Nissan, she put her hand over the phone, leaned forward, and said, "Why?" I said, "It needs a tune-up." She said, "A tune-up?" She just got to have 500,000 miles on it. I said, "No, man, it's only got 130,000." She went, "What happened to it?" I was like, "Nothing. I live in town. I bought it, drove it, but I don't go far." Name at Caucasian Sasquatch. Hi, I'm Raymond, and I'm more well known as the Caucasian Sasquatch. By the way, I am Raymond, not Ray, not little Ray Ray, not Rainy, not Raymona. I will answer to Ramas, but that's because, he's an early Egyptian god. Why should we make around about it? If you're going to be a narcissist, you might as well go whole hog with it. Oh, Father. Whew. And they went through, let's see, they did a full intake, manifold, the whole nine, new gaskets all over everything that has gaskets. They tried to fix my cruise control, looked at me and said, "I know the cruise control doesn't work, but there's nothing wrong with it." And I was like, "Okay." It doesn't work, but there's nothing wrong with it. Right, okay. All right, skip it. What else did you get, dude? Everything else got fixed. They got everything done except the cruise control still doesn't work. And like, we run every test known to man on it. It works fine, with the exception of not actually engaging cruise control.
Hey, you know what? I think it's my signal that keeps dropping me, but it's coming back.
Actually, we've been doing pretty good here the past few minutes, as far as I can tell. Although my phone wants to keep rocking over for some reason. I'm fairly impressed with the consistency of this. I mean, I wasn't. Actually, I'm actually impressed.
I think it's been pretty fun. So thank you for inviting me in.
Oh yeah, baby. I wanted to do it coast to coast with my feet in the ocean. I wanted to do a sunset stream from my sunset to your sunset. I think that would have been cool. Somebody don't check their emails. It's probably me. Got what's truth in here. Someone pretending to be what's truth. I don't know. I get sketchy about that when I'm looking at it on StreamYard because the icons don't always show up. Like right now with what's truth, his avatar is just showing up as a white box with like a little YouTube symbol on it instead of actually having his actual avatar up there for some reason. I don't know. But now we get to the long, boring part of the ride. Wait, are we on 95 already? This 174. 17. It's 17. Right here.
Hey, well,
17.
really, when I turn my sure, yes. Hey, Sasquatch, when I turn my phone around,
17 to 95, and 95 to 16, and 16 to 15.
Yeah, bud.
Hey, when I turn my phone around, can you even see what I'm looking at?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was so super small box and you couldn't even see it.
Well, you can see that you're looking at stuff. I can't tell where your eyes are pointed.
I got it.
There's a picture, we can see it, but I don't know what you're looking at specifically.
I got you. Yeah, I'm going down the highway right now.
Roads are concerned.
Yeah, that road hasn't been done.
Ow. Downright painful. 40, 60, 75 to 40.
Yeah, I was trying to point it out.
Yeah, no, I knew. I seen it.
You might want to catch that lane because this is going to swim.
Yeah, we want some weirdness over here in the middle. Wait, that was a tank. Why are they carrying a tank on a freaking flatbed? That just seems sketchy. I'm not even sure the government should have tanks.
Hey, are you driving 75? Are you driving 75?
No, I'm running. No, sir. I'm running 40.
40?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of town. I just dropped off into Ace Basin.
What?
All right, I was gonna try and hit 75, see if we could like time warp or something.
Oh no, I don't want to time warp. Last time I did that, I had to learn to dance. I don't know if you noticed, but there ain't no championship Sasquatch dancers out there. I might be the world's best.
There's a big load of logs heading for a mill.
Yeah, we got one right here too. And a red light.
We're right by
and now it's a green light. For the church's chicken. Oh yeah. Yeah, the only type of fast food on the island is a Subway. The other option is one of the most amazing pizza places I've ever seen.
And it's not really fast food.
Oh, it is pizza. My bad. But they use like locally sourced meats and stuff.
You roll down the spec with it.
So it's absolutely fantastic. Me and my wife ate almost a whole large pizza last night. Like 2 slices left.
Yeah.
Now we spread that out over like 8 hours, but we did almost eat a whole pizza. So back in the right lane, ready.
So I went about 25 miles since we've been chitty-chatting, and it's still 55 degrees and foggy. 55 degrees and foggy.
Yeah, but you're going almost straight up, ain't you?
I'm going south right now.
Okay, so, all right, I got you. But eventually you got to turn and start raising an elevation to get home, right? Is that gonna make it colder?
Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, I'll turn to the east and head up into the mountains, and then yeah,
Well, I'm glad to hear there's some cold air coming from somewhere. We ain't had none.
So all this fucking shitty weather's out. It's about to cool down.
We ain't had none at all, son. It has been absolutely ridiculously hot and dry, and then it got ridiculously hot and wet. Go on vacation and rain for 7 days straight. Man,
it's not the first time.
It's not the first time. It rained everywhere I go. Let me tell you, I went to Texas to go get my car, and when I showed up, knocked on the dude's door, it had just started pattering rain, just a little bit. When he opened the door, he looked outside and looked around. He didn't even look at me. He looked straight past me and then pushed past me and walked outside and stood in the rain. I was standing there. I was like, "Hey, bud, nice car." He's like, "Yeah. Rain is amazing." I was like, "Okay, dude, you say so." All right. But I mean, where I live, it rains sometimes twice a day, every freaking day. It ain't even no thing.
Hey, I drove so far. We're gonna get some sunshine.
Oh dear, I don't know what to do with that. All our sunshine's been liquid because it don't rain at the beach. You just get liquid sunshine. I'm one of those people who don't care what the weather's doing. If I decide to go to the beach, I just go. As long as it's not physically trying to drag me off the beach, I don't care. Or, the wind ain't blowing so hard that it's filleting my flesh from my bones. That's no good either. I'm sure you've experienced one of those, right? You feel like you're getting shot by fucking paintballs.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, boy. And people don't know how hard weather can be. They see it from inside their car. But until you're sitting on top of a pole 60 feet, 30-mile-an-hour wind swaying back and forth, just going, I didn't like this job anyway. You just don't know. Wondering what kind of horrible errors you made in your life to end up in this position. Like, why am I in a tree in a storm riding the lightning? What did I do wrong? Go through like one of the dream sequences, flashback. Well, she want to run a 75 or 45. She does not like anything in the middle. But yeah, now I'm running 75.
Hey, I'm coming up to a spot. Hey, I'm going to come up to a spot here where I'm going to lose a cell phone for good for about an hour. So I want to thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you very much, man. It was super fun.
Tons of fun. I appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we'll have car thief here in a little bit.
All right. You guys have a safe trip now.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. You too.
All right.
And don't let the man get you down.
Later. Have fun. Okay. Bye-bye.
Much love, brother. And so ends the most entertaining portion of this trip. Alas, Harry Nutz has left us. So now I'm a Sasquatch without Harry Nutz. Figured I'd miss more. What's funny to me about Harry Nutz, which really tickles me? He has no hair. that
is not too hairy.
I wouldn't ask the man. I would. Maybe that's why he calls it Harry Nutz. That's all he's got is hairy. But then again, I'm pretty sure it could be a hairy butthole too. But I probably went too far on that one. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate it.
It's gone too far.
American Justice over here being a mod goddess. She's doing that thing. Putting in that work. Looking for them Sasquatch shekels. Unfortunately, ain't no Sasquatch shekels. Because I'm not actually a shield. I just played one on YouTube. Irony. Not sure what to do with it either. And this place is ruled by Toyota. I mean, there are so many Toyotas here. It is almost ridiculous.
It's because they're cheaper.
You can say so. Not exactly. I think it's because they keep running. I mean, it's like trying to buy one of these trucks. You just about cannot buy a truck like this because the people that have them are not selling them. I mean, when I went looking to try to, see about what I could do with it, what kind of trade-in I could get, I got some really weird offers. Like one guy who noticed it on my YouTube video about my aquaponics was like, "How much do you want for that 2002 Frontier?" I was like, "It's my truck, dude. I'll be driving my truck. I don't know what you asking." Right? And like, I don't know, 2 weeks later, I called somebody on one of the Facebook Marketplace things, and he had a 2002 tonneau cover. And when I called him about the tonneau cover, he said he didn't want to sell the tonneau cover. He wanted to buy a truck that fits it. And I was like, there's only like 4 models that fit that thing. He said, yeah, and named them. He's like, you got one. What do you want for it? Oh, it's not for sale. Of course it is. No. Sorry, dude. And I get it. You like something. You want to keep it. You lose it. You want to get it back. I dig it. But it's my truck. You can't have it. Even if I do hate the damn thing. Right about now, I would murder for cruise control. For real, though. On my way up here, my whole right leg got all crampy. I was like,
I can drive if you want me to.
how dare you? Oh, baby, I got it. Good. Hey, Ernie. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. If I had more buttons and fingers and capability, I'd send you a link, but I'm fresh out of buttons and capability. I'm driving. Although, as far as I can tell, everything's still charged up just hunky-dory, which is cool. It's not expecting that. Yeah, I spoke to her, but not sure why that truck's going 12 miles an hour, but he's welcome to it. Oh, no. That truck has a license to kill. That's 00 truck. Good. Yeah, reading chat ain't exactly all it's cracked up for. Oh, yeah, this is going to be going for a little while, bud. I got about a 4.5 hour run right here. Something like that. I'm not exactly sure how long. I don't think I've ever actually timed this trip. We just drive it. I don't think we care how long it takes.
4.5 hours if you don't stop.
And it becomes an issue because there's always some form of traffic issue. Always coming through Savannah. Yeah, no, but when you come near Savannah.
When I GPS'd it, it said we'd be home by 2. So, here's that.
One day I'm going to figure out why my cruise don't work. It worked. It worked for the longest time. I had this freaking truck for 4 years driving around with cruise control, no problem. And I changed that blinker bulb and everything went to hell in a bucket for like 3 or 4 years. I just couldn't even drive it. And Ronnie thumped that thing right between my eyes. He's like, "Look, you moron, you put in the wrong bulb, burned everything up. I fixed it." I was like, "Thanks. Here's some money." I don't really know how to deal with people that don't accept payment. Oh no. Most people, when they do something, you just throw money at them. They get happy and go away. Don't bother you no more, you know? I don't believe in tipping. I believe in over tipping. Pretty sure my chat is free. So we're going to let it go. Just like that. Because I have nothing better to say or do about it. They took out our pink and blue elephants. They're not there anymore. They eliminated those. And I was very sad because I had planned on getting a picture with them when I come back up here. And we stopped by a place right next door. And I was sitting there looking around going, there's something missing. Like, the elephant's supposed to be here somewhere. And I got thinking about it. It's like, oh, that's the fireworks place. That's where the elephants were. And there's nothing there anymore. Why do you get rid of my elephants? Pink and blue elephants. I wouldn't even drink them. kind of hoping I get to poke the car thief here in a little bit. I'm still trying to figure out what it is that got him locked up most recent. I think it had something to do with him riding with somebody and going down a road. He was supposed to be a certain distance from a certain place or something, and the guy he was riding with just rode by and they got pulled over. Well, he was there. Might not have been his fault. Might not have been shit he could do about it, but I don't guess that's it. Oh, my chat just rolled. Like, wow.
Did it just catch up?
I guess so. I don't know what it just like. Yeah, you got to bring the kids up, right? I mean, that's a large part of the problem we're having in the country today is people letting different organizations raise their children. I mean, I ain't got nothing against the Boys and Girls Club, but that is a communal organization. I ain't got nothing against the YMCA, yet again, communal organization. The school system, however, is straight up authoritarian. Think about back when you were in school and they were trying to institute these zero tolerance, no bully, all these super, I don't know if they did it to you, but for me, I was like the very last class coming through school that didn't have to deal with any type of a zero tolerance thing. And then suddenly in like ninth grade, they're like, oh, well, if you spit in the hallway, you're expelled. If you upset someone, you get expelled. If you lose a book, you get expelled. Zero tolerance means zero tolerance. Well, that's funny because when we sat down and looked at the various contracts with various school systems we had, there wasn't shit said about people being locked up for going to school. That's crazy talk. Because they would try to insist that you go to like a halfway house type school for like 9 weeks. And you know what you learn in those places? How to do drugs better. And new drugs to do, where to keep them, and how to hide them from people searching the halfway house. You know? Like, I didn't get it. It made no sense. I mean, yeah, you got to raise your own kids. You got to do it your way. And even when you do, there's a better than even chance they'll come out the other end with some form of tism, quite frankly. It'll either be a tism or an ism. I just about guarantee you. Because a communal society is a very easy thing to understand. Everybody gets along and we all do our part, right? That makes sense. You put that together. You don't have to think real hard to go, oh, well, you know, what happens if you don't do what you're supposed to do? Oh, well, that doesn't happen. But yes, it does. Welcome to humanity. Freedom, however, is a very difficult concept to get across to someone who has never experienced it. I mean, it can be an overwhelming thing when an individual realizes they can do anything. You know, I had a buddy of mine named Hans. And I know it's kind of stereotyped. So anyway, what's up, Clint? Named Hans from Germany, who came over here, and we were running around after school, just being, you know, kids, 13, 14 years old, nothing weird. And he decided to come out visit me at the fucking swamp out there. And when he got there, I was walking out the door with a shotgun and 238s headed over towards the shooting range, where there were already at least 30 other guns laid out, probably 20 people over there talking about guns, shooting guns, passing around guns, playing with guns, taking apart guns, putting together guns, and trading guns, or any number of other things involving guns. Let's just say my man broke out in a cold sweat and went and sat inside, did not want to come out. I was astounded. I didn't understand. I'm like, what's the problem? He's like, they've got guns. And I was like, yeah, would you like some? we've got a lot of guns, and I'm perfectly willing to give you one. And he was like, why? No, why would I have a gun? And I was like, okay, come here, let me show you something. I took him out, put him on the four-wheeler, took him up on top of the hill so he could kind of see where he was at. The whole swamp situation with the paper plantation out in the distance, the other mountain on the other side over there. He's like, I was like, okay, so you see where you're at, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so how often do you reckon black bear come through here? He said, I've never seen a black bear. I said, I understand. I have. What do you do when you wake up one morning and there's a black bear sitting on your front porch eating your hummingbird feeder juice? Now what, fearless leader? Now what do we do? You yell at a bear and they'll go away, or realize you're there and rip your face off and eat it for breakfast. I mean, these are the options the bear has. Because that trailer I lived in was not stopping no black bear. That wasn't happening. That wasn't in the cards. They decided to go in that thing. They're just going to rip that thing open and eat me. Nothing to be done about it. Except, you know, if you happen to have some form of self-defense, you can riddle him full of holes and you don't get eaten by a bear. Right? So there's that. And then you add to that bobcats, cougars, snakes, badgers, wolverines. We're on the very edge of the mountains. And so we do get a few weird animals too that aren't usually this far south. Brown bears, the weird toothed-eared things that look like bobcat, they're lynx. That's what it is. Or maybe it's half-breed lynxes. I don't know what they are, but I've seen a very large bobcat that looked like a lynx. I don't know, pretty much anything to walk and crawl southern U.S. wandered through their yard. So he still wasn't down for the whole having anything to do with guns. So I was like, fine, whatever. What would you like to do? He's like, let's go fishing. I was like, okay, we'll go fishing. All right. Okay. So I went and got my fish kit. Like all the stuff and things, right? Which of course included a little 22, its own little holster, all wrapped up. And I'm sorry. I realized maybe after having that conversation, maybe it should have occurred to me that my man would have a reaction to me carrying a pistol with me. But it did not cross my mind. That is the most natural thing on earth when you're waist deep in water to have a pistol with you. You know, you are already at a severe disadvantage of not being in your native turf. You're not on solid ground. And anything else out here is probably better equipped to deal with it than you are. So you take a mulligan and you carry a pistol. And on cousin out there with his little bag, his little Pope pocket fisherman thing. And I had just grabbed my little bag that I kept all my stuff in. And I went rolling right on out with him. We walked down to the little creek, wandered down the creek a little ways. He found a spot he liked. We sat down and started fishing. And I broke all my stuff out of my bag, strapped on my pistol, tied it down, and sat down on my little chair I brought. And he's just staring at me. He got that 1,000-yard stare again. I'm like, what's up, mystery schooler? Good to see you, brother. I don't usually do morning type streams. I don't generally do my best thinking in the mornings. Pretty sure I do my best thinking while I'm sleeping. It's about the only time I'm not talking. Facts.
And when you're fucking, that's the only time you're quiet.
Yeah. Sasquatch do silent dorky. That's true.
Fucking angry or sleeping.
When I'm actively chewing, I don't usually talk. That is true.
I do not. I do not like to speak while I'm masturbating.
I find it coarse and vulgar. Yeah, you okay? Okay. You have one of these. All right, it's fixing to get loud, folks. I'm gonna mute it.
You go back to talking to your people.
Yeah, probably lost like everybody, but nobody loves Sasquatch. It's not loud as fuck, but it sounds terrible. But it sounds absolutely horrible.
Yeah, you'll be getting on 95s.
Right? That's why she's trying to run so hard. She wants to go to 95 so she can spread her legs, I guess, or stretch her knees out. That was kind of weird when I first, right after I got the truck back out of the shop, I was riding around. This thing beat me half to death. Ran over a couple sets of train tracks. Suddenly, it's smooth as silk. Well, maybe not quite. That's I swear they got speed limit signs like every 10 feet.
They're coming in on a little town. Your 95 jumps right up here.
Yeah.
Well, Carl.
He got a life-size Trump in his yard.
He does.
That's crazy.
It says home if you
miss. That's crazy.
Are you sure that sign up there?
Which one? Up there. Okay. Taking a right or a left?
You want to go towards Savannah.
You gave it, baby. So that would be a right.
You just keep, it's not really a right or a left. You'll just be merging soon.
Right. Okay. All right, I got you.
You're going to want to favor that left lane if you can. And probably one of the easiest on ramps in the whole world.
It's well designed, that's for sure.
Well, this is like what's going to be is, where the junction in Savannah is.
That looks a little sketchy, but okay.
Glorious when they get done. Well, they got to have room for over there.
Come on, bud. Drop the hammer.
Because we run parallel to the road like this whole
Bud, motherfuckers. Let's go. Where we go? Morning light. Me and Cinderella. Did we put it all together? Can we drive it home with one headlight?
I think so.
Was it a motorcycle? Because that's not that unusual.
Are you unmuted?
I am unmuted, yes. I'm unmuted. Slightly mutated, but unmuted. Oh, I say I'm unmuted.
I didn't say you.
You didn't disagree neither.
You feel that way, that's on you.
I'm a freak of nature. It's true. I'm one of those weird guys that can wear pink and still be masculine. It's a strange kind of thing.
Not that you would.
Hey, pink blanches me out. Makes you look pale, like really, really pale. I'm already pretty pale, kind of pasty. I get a little moonburn from time to time. Man, they had some moonshine up there at that place. Apple pie. Oh, they had a pre-mixed cream de mint. They had a get this. This was pretty good now. I almost got this. They had a moonshine jar full of moonshine with half a honeycomb in that thing.
Oh,
I stood staring at that thing for a long. They had another one slammed full of pickles. I don't think it was pickle flavored. I think they were just pickled in alcohol, and not vinegar. Right?
Pickles.
Yeah. I don't know. I almost spent $100 in that place. Like right there, it's just like one of those, one of these, one of those. Man, that stuff's good for two things: killing brain cells and degreasing engine blocks. Whew. You wake up, head feel like a football, half mile wide. feeling like you look like Stewie. You're like, oh, hurt you. Kusawachi. We're in the Kusawachi area. Kusawachi? Yeah. Exactly. But where? In the Kusawachi. Kusahubi? No, Kusawachi.
Kusawachi?
Yep. Kusawachi. No, Kusawachi.
Who's watching who?
But you see, this is how you handle stalkers, right? You just bring your own camera along, and so they don't bother you so much. I mean, I married my stalker.
They can just tune in. No, fuck you.
I totally married my stalker.
Look, you call me a stalker, but you neglect to mention the fact that I had to find you because you stood me up. I was like, oh, I'll be by there in a little bit.
It's a man, baby.
4 fucking hours later. I'm sitting there dressed, ready to go. Like, wait.
I had to get my makeup on, get my stockings just right.
No, you had to go do drugs.
Okay, so I had to go do drugs with my weird friends. Potato, I don't see the difference. Besides, like Rafiki said, it's in the past.
Well, you didn't want to drag your 17-year-old girlfriend around on your 2-year-old
Adventures.
adventures.
And I'm sure your parents would thank me for that.
Yeah,
Probably.
but I didn't appreciate it.
I'm sure you didn't. It was probably
So
what was
Raymond
best.
calls me a stalker, but I was just trying to figure out what the hell I was going to
Well,
do with my fucking
Here's why I call
life.
you a stalker, honey. I can be up
Because I
a
can
polar
fucking
bear's
find
ass in
you.
a snowstorm.
I can still find you.
The asshole he ate before me, his phone would ring, and it'd be for me.
Look, if you went missing, tell me in 2 seconds. I wouldn't be all up
Missing
on
shit. I
all
wasn't
up
gone
on the
30
YouTube
minutes.
fucking talking to people like you. See my husband?
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I can't wait to be at that chapter episode. I'm excited.
Oh, I can find your ass.
All of it?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't letting off the hook this season.
You'll serve your full time, sir.
Indeed.
What's up, Cracker? Guess you like that whole position lifestyle. How about I just ride with you? See how that Toyota rolls. But, you know. All right, so that gas at the beach is terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Why?
I have burned the gas that I put in at the beach is gone. Like, gone. Yeah, no. Remember, I filled up in just outside of Savannah and went all the way in on like 8:15. Not even out of Georgia, out of South Carolina yet, and I've already burned the quarter tank I put in back there. So I'm assuming they got a little water in their stuff.
Complicated though.
Well, the Super Trooper, she's spending like,
Super true.
talk about polar bears eating that ass.
Yeah, so we're good. What's going on?
Oh Lord! Oh my gosh! Now that's love. Copyright claim. Bam. You could do an 8. You put the crabs on my nuts. Ban him.
I was about to say, we're even trying to get you going.
Yeah, I'm gonna do me a strike stream one day. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be right before I crash this channel. I'm gonna start right after I get my second channel actually crunked up. You know what? What the hell am I seeing right there?
Whole bunch of trucks.
okay. I get the impression that truck's moving sideways, kind of. Doesn't he look crooked in the road? Oh, wait, no, it's bobtail. I got you. You got a thing on one side. All right. Mr. Toyota rolling a little harder than Mr. Nissan one, bro. I tell you what. Ernie gonna get me in trouble.
Ernie?
Already over here talking trash and chat. That might not even be trash. I don't know how to say that. I don't know her well enough, but trash it was not. She might heart attack serious. I got to get me a second bolt mount. I'm gonna mount it right there.
Okay.
It'll do heat.
I see
I'm gonna drill that fucker. I don't even know. I bet that's my push forward. I was supposed to be.
So,
This is the one that trips me out.
put it back. Don't push the buttons.
It ain't a button. It's fork. It's literally a fork. It was there.
It's there for
Well, I was looking for this. What's the name? Mark. He took it from my hand, poked it back in the hole, and said, "It seems to work fine." Asshole. Well, hey, man. That ain't that don't look factory.
It's all right.
He's like, it's fine. Of course, I mean, he knew he had the only vehicle in like the tri-state area that matched the list that I had handed him. He's like, that's it right there. Now, between me, you, and a hole in the ground, I was looking for a 4-door, 4x4, like Colorado or Canyon, something along those lines. Now, he did find me this one S10 that was neat, except the body wasn't actually attached to the chassis. I tried to help my brother move a TV using that truck. Like, it didn't work because the body was not attached to the chassis. Set the TV on there, next thing I knew, that bitch was dragging. It was like, I drove it straight back to that shop. I got in the disc, put the TV on this truck. That was it. All right, Mr. FBI agent or whatever you is, your government plate, why don't you just go on about your goddamn business, get phone? I don't goddamn talking to you. That's just New Jersey. Why New Jersey plates look like government plates now? It's trying to make me all nervous. Great, Google movie. Richard Simmons. I told you I met a guy named Richard Simmons. I want to do a full stream on him about how I found Richard Simmons. He's not actually missing. He's just auditing in Indiana or something. He's got a whole new look. Lost about 60 years, too. I tell you what, that man was old when I was a child. That's pretty. Wouldn't mind road tripping one of them around. He's from Colorado. He's road tripping up a hill.
I'll take it.
Damn right. That's pretty.
It's my favorite right there.
See that thing?
That's my dream car.
Fucking Dodge Hellcat or something. That thing's real, dude. They show me the guns, G. They for real. Oh, cool. They dropped out back there for a second, and now it's back. And I really wish I could read chat. I have no idea. I can tell they're having conversations. Things are actively happening over there. But this is all mainly to go back and look at later, so I can see like how stable is the stream, how well does my little mount work, how well can you see the road. maybe figure out different ways to actually set the camera. I don't know how to say it. There's different settings for the camera, and I can change those settings on the phone. And sometimes StreamYards will change them back, like by itself. Like it doesn't do that or something, but whatever. There's lots of different gizmos I'm playing with in this trip. Mainly, I was wanting to see if it was possible to have this thing actually charged while I'm streaming and hotspotting. So far, it ain't lost a nip, not nair, nutter, nut, not nair, nutter. Proud of me. Sorry, I might have just made a Pootie Tang reference. I don't know. What movie was that? The pimp's name was Baby Powder. BP.
Bee powder.
Bee Powder, that's it. Proud of me.
Friday.
Was that Friday? One of the Friday movies? I thought it was Pootie Tang.
Probably. I don't know.
Ooh. You from Maine. I almost changed lanes right out of room, didn't I? That's all she's got. All fired Harry there, Mr. Yukon. Get right behind another trailer and ain't going no faster than I am. Go with it. This thing ride like a champ. It's the acceleration that just don't guide. Like it's fine as long as you're below like 40 miles an hour, you're fine. But as far as like speeding up from 50 to 70, oh no, we don't do that. Now that's cool. Yeah, okay, that's much better. Weirdo slung at like 3,000, 4,000 RPMs there. Inappropriate, uncouth, and uncomfortable. Yup. We ain't even got to the fun part yet. Although I gotta admit, I-95, she's pretty sporty. Okay, all right, fine. Come on over, Mr. Shoe Bar Band. I've got to get some, get my tires rotated and figure out which one of it is that's doing that woman. It is driving me start rate fat shit skippy. What kind of bullshit is this, yo?
Someone who cannot drive. Cannot drive. Cannot drive.
Can it drive?
He's choking out.
All right. So he's like over there smoking some weed, probably carried away with
having a
himself.
heart attack or something. He looked kind of old, but he choked.
Well, I know a lot of people who don't fare well with the whole pot smoking and driving concept. You know, like,
oh, I was born for it.
Well, here's the thing with me. When you're driving, it is okay to be a little paranoid. That is perfectly acceptable behavior because every single one of these assholes is out to get you. That's not paranoia. That's just facts. The way I see it is, this vehicle is like a million miracles all currently happening all at the same time, in concert with each other. What's up, Carrie? Hey, damn it, I meant to send you a link. Shit. I can't do it. I don't know how. I guess when I get up here, let's see. Actually, no, it's going to be a minute. Where the fuck are you going to go? Yeah, okay. You get over there, you haul ass, you catch up to that truck, which is right beside this truck. Where you go? What you doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, that's safe. The same dude that was like choking up while ago? No. Okay, good. That's right. He was in a Subar band. Subar band. Wee.
What do you speculate that they are hauling?
That there? That is a heat exchanger. What's called a cooling unit. It's not actually for heat exchanging heat to something, it's heat exchanging heat away from something. Ooh, son. She lost her whole fucking tire. That bitch just sitting on the ground. Like the rim and everything gone. No lug nuts, no nothing left. Damn. I bet that was a hell of a ride. I'll tell you another thing. That little tune-up did for the truck, it gave that motherfucker a real throaty growl for some reason. I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess it has some kind of a vacuum loss or something going on. But yeah, I'm running by 85. If I get in the right lane and keep running 85, I get past like I'm standing still. Watch this.
Talking to somebody?
Yeah. For the other 7 people in here. Do I have to have someone to talk to? I thought it was okay to talk to.
Talk to what you want to talk about.
These guys, I guess I just don't understand the drive. Go fast.
Some people want to be done, you know?
Yeah, no, I can get that.
I think some people just need to be in front. Like, I know that seems ridiculous, but
Lonnie.
You know, they just cannot handle the
People
third or fourth
like
line.
Lonnie. This guy, if there was somebody ahead of him, would go a hair faster so he could catch up past him. I don't give a shit if that son bitch was another state over and he saw him through a telescope. He's the guy who taught me what happens when you shift from fifth to reverse. It's not good. It's not good at all. Dude, the worst part was we was probably running safety coming down Buffalo Hill over there. God knows how fast he's going. I don't even know. That thing was tacked completely out. And he slipped the shift, and suddenly the whole windshield was just red. It had blown transmission fluid up around the engine, some kind of how the whole fucking front windshield.
They ain't got no back.
They ain't got no back glass.
I think it's convertible.
I think it rolls down. I don't think it's actually convertible. I think that back glass just rolls down. I don't know what that is. We go get one of them. We'll just stay in hotels. Fuck.
I like hotels.
We'll go see everybody on the aeroplane.
I like hotels for a couple of nights. No, I'm not trying to be staying in a
Yeah, I'm okay with like 2-3 hotels. That's fine. I'm not a huge fan of staying in the same room for like 4 or 5 days.
I mean, if there's something to do, then please don't stick me in a hotel room while you run around. So, That's all I'm saying.
I can't tell you what that's going to look like. It kind of depends on where we go and who we meet, what we're doing when we meet them, that kind of stuff. I think Ernie's supposed to be coming to the Smyrna diecast convention.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go meet him up there? Shit.
Yeah, sure. That's damn near local.
That shit, I would love to take pictures of.
Right, and they got all kind of stuff up there. It's not just cars. There's like remote control, all sorts of stuff. But the thing being is, it's a model thing more than anything else.
That's cool.
So all sorts of
Yeah,
stuff.
but think about it. Like all the 116 things, I love tiny things.
Right, little things. But I was wanting to go there so I could go looking for a '69 El Camino
You should.
of the right description. And then I'm going to go try to find a YouTube channel that fixes them and get them painted right.
You haven't painted that
Uh-huh.
blue.
Nah. Bright fucking bumblebee caution flag yellow.
I'm lucky I like yellow on it. You know why I like yellow on it? People have to just visit the
Yeah, you're going to see it. It's going to be caution yellow, so you can see me coming. Even if I rear end your ass, you knew it was coming.
Dark, it could be light, it could be raining, foggy. You gonna see it yellow.
Yeah, it's probably gonna run my insurance up a little bit. But you know what other thing's classed as? Light truck. I'm gonna put a 454 in it. It's gonna be great. We gonna ride, son.
Can I get it in candy apple red instead of yellow?
No, because my channel colors are yellow.
You can change them.
If I go any kind of red, it's gonna be danger red, not candy apple. Everybody on earth wants a candy apple Chevelle or candy apple Corvette or candy apple this, that, and some other shit. No. I want to piss my pops off to no end. I'm going to paint my El Camino bright canary caution yellow. And I'm going to go over and visit him so he can cuss under his breath for solid hours.
Dude, the most beautiful vehicle first. In fact, the first vehicle I ever thought that is a beautiful looking vehicle was probably a 67, 68. Because it was maybe a year or two older than Pops.
But this is 79.
Yellow and beautiful. Just goddamn.
It could have been anywhere.
Every curve on that bitch was goddamn gorgeous. It was shorter than your Pops.
It was 70. I think 70 is when the Stingrays were.
It was, yeah, like I said, man, it was shorter than your Pops vehicle.
I think the 65 Stingray was actually the old body style, like split rear window. 66, 67 were similar with a solid rear window. 68 and 69 had the same front end. They had that like bobtail Stingray rear end. And then I think 1970 they went to that scoop front end shape.
I would have mercy if I ever actually saw one in a car show. I might tear up. Because for me, it's a myth and a legend. Like I saw it way over there one time.
Yeah.
Once.
All of around. I was like, oh, look, there's my car. I didn't even know I needed that thing. I need one of those in my life. Different cars. He was looking at a canary yellow 79 Corvette. And I was looking at a fucking Joker colored, a Joker colored monstrosity. Ouch.
Goodbye, South
Hey,
Carolina.
Swiss Mills. Welcome to the show. Boy, am I glad to see you. We had Harry on earlier. Wife's wife says, "Hey, Swiss Miss."
I told Brandon he should pay you.
Well, I'll tell you what. As soon as I start getting paid, I'll start paying you. So, you want one hand spit the other, see which one gets full first.
I think he's dead.
Oh,
Share
father. I got a charger. I'm charging.
Share him now.
You're sharing now. What the fuck is that? Oh, gee. Okay.
By South
Welcome back to Terra Firma. You have made it back to God's country.
I don't know. They go from having palm trees these days.
Those are broadleaf oak trees, man. Those are relatively rare.
And they are beautiful.
Oh, God, that is an ugly ass Jeep.
I'll take it.
Dear monkeys. Why in the world? Ooh, boing, boing, boing. Why in the world would you take a perfectly good Wrangler and put it and weld a truck bed to the back of it with no further consideration?
Because I'm cool like that.
I can do, dude.
I sucked up the truck bed on.
But here's the thing.
So
I had a cousin.
This Wrangler over there, so I figured I'd weld the two together.
I had a cousin had exactly that vehicle, but he made it from an S10 and a Wrangler.
I just figured I'd weld the two together. I had time.
Well, the whole back end of that thing got ripped off.
Back end of that one's good. The front end of that one's good. I'm just still good. I can hear it now. Some good old boys vehicle, I promise.
Him? Or no. My cousin. Yeah, no. My cousin did that. And later, when he got the Baja Bug, he chopped the back end off of it, made it a flatbed because morons. He had. He had the exhaust turned upside down, pointed straight up, and a snorkel that went up on top of the cab. It had big old huge, like, I don't know, 20-inch rims, not rims, but like wheels on the back end. You drive it off into the water. The floorboard on the passenger side was actually made out of expanding steel. You'd be riding down the fucking road with a hurricane running up around in that thing. He had taken a piece of tin, knocked out the back window, cut out the transom right there, put the flatbed across, attached it to the unibody on both sides where the struts should have been. And that was pretty much a straight piece of steel there all the way to the axle. Had about a 6.5 foot bed. But let me tell you something about that thing. You carry it out in the swamp. As long as you kept it on some type of a resemblance of a road, you were fine. If you ever got it where that front end could sink, you were done. But you could back out anything on earth. It did not matter how deep you stuck it, how bad you stuck it. If you could get it in reverse, you could just back out of it. And that stuff was fun because Pittsville kept trying to take it in with all the Jeep. He kept going Jeeping with it, right? And it just was not a Jeep. But what was cool is, like I said, you could drive all the way in there and get stuck somewhere, almost wherever you were going. Throw that thing in reverse and back all 12 miles back out of it because there's nowhere to turn around. Oh, boing. This is that part where we get that middle lane, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna make it to the middle lane because this asshole is lollygagging around.
Just get this man ripped in here.
I'm not trying to be a butthole. I was born this way. It's not even an effort. Oh, son. I don't believe he's seen me. I don't think he realized there was a Nissan in his back pocket at all.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, you can't see his beard.
I was looking right at his mirror. I saw him look in the mirror. I was like, oh, he sees me. Then he took a left. I was like, maybe he don't see me. That's why I hate this white truck. I want to get a big red freaking caution sticker across the front of it so you can see the damn. For some stupid reason, people act like this truck ain't even here. They'll slam on brakes and slide to a stop right before they hit me. Like they were going to park where I was. Like, oh, I'm right here. It's white. Yeah, no, that wasn't no fun. But I sat there and watched him look in the mirror and not register that I existed. Dude, all right, these people started making me mad.
Baby, don't worry about it. We'll be off 95.
They all real dumb.
They drive like idiots.
They just so dumb.
Right here. It's about like this fast lane, incoming lane, slower traffic lane. They're always going to be passing through here. To be going faster. This is your exit lane, so that's kind of how they run around here. They're over there, and they don't want to be in the slow lane. They are going to zip across or behind you to get over there.
I don't particularly have a problem with that. The issue is that we got.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely operating unsafely. Like I see nobody with the 3 car lanes there without using their fucking blinkers. They're driving.
Here's my question. I've always wondered about this. Is it 3 of my car links or 3 of the car links you're following?
General car links.
Well, let me just say that semi has a damn sight more lengthiness to it than that freaking Forte.
You're looking at like 7 to 10 of the white strips between you and the vehicle in front of you.
Yeah, I've built my brakes. I know how far it takes for me to stop. So that's about how far I've get it.
Well, that's just
plus 3 feet.
That's just driving both. Anyway,
all of them.
Yes.
Every single one.
I mean, that SUV isn't doing too shitty, but
that one SUV is in an acceptable state of shittiness.
This one seems to be going to speed limits, and kudos for that, but he's all up in these people's oncoming lane.
I'm not sure where he's supposed to go in the first place, but he's pretty much in there. He's in the pocket. How much you can do about it? We're gonna go clip that sound later. I need to do it. Dude, can you at least ease up off my asshole enough that my damn tongue ain't that my bumper ain't like scratching your tongue? Like get your little hybrid out from under my bumper. Dude.
Another prime example.
Never mind. Now he don't got no room to go nowhere. There's 3 cars in his bumper. Shit. This dude frightens me because he's like flinching around looking in both directions. Like he's trying to figure out where to go. That is the most dangerous type of people on the road. People who don't know where they're going. I mean, I know I'm dangerous as hell when I get lost. I start like laying about me with a rubber chicken. Dangerous as hell. You know, one of them goes, Meh. Every time you hit somebody, hold on. It's one of my most effective weapons. Sarcasm. Oh, So for those of y'all just joining the program, I am currently waiting on Car Thief News to make his appearance in here. And so far, my signal, we're leaving, we're going that way.
B, I think, to make it. So yes, at your earliest convenience, if you take that right hand lane.
Oh, yeah. See, that thing looks fun to drive, but I can't help but think that I'd have every cop in the U.S. right at my tailpipe. Because I tell you, driving the El Camino is going to keep you right on your fucking toes. They're not going to be showing up trying to search the joint. They're going to show up want to look at my engine. I mean, jeez. When I went to Texas to go get it, I was on the way back. Coming through Texas, nobody bothered me. 120 miles an hour, ain't nobody even looked cross-eyed at me. Phone, gone. I get out of Texas and get back on the interstate, and I'm riding along, and this weird thing starts happening where people would like cruise up next to me and then slow drift back by,
Yes.
and then they'd pass me. Right here, what?
It's just some road work, uneven lanes, new traffic pattern.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is all going to go to madness.
But your exit's about to come up, so you're going to want to look for stuff towards
Macon, right
yeah,
there.
Macon.
That's the one. The exit's also right there.
Yeah.
That's handy the way those signs run right in front of the exits. It's almost like somebody thought it out.
This one.
It's good news.
You're the one that doesn't know where to go or what
Welcome
fucking exit it is.
to DOT Logistics. Woo-hoo-hoo, son, you as big as Billy B. Briggs in my ear. Oh, there's blue lights already activated. Blue lights, folks. Try to keep down the door roar over here.
Oh, I can't wait till they finish this shit. It's going to be so fucking pretty. It's going to look like a goddamn chunk.
All right. I don't know why they pulled me over. I was doing exactly what the sign said. 95 south. I'm better than move. Skadoosh. My lane. Get. All right. Okay, so now this is 16 where we go 65 instead of 95. I'm going to tell you what, I feel like I am on the slope crawl path to somewhere to be. Well, up to it, let's do it. One or the other. Freaking keys are swinging back and forth under my steering wheel. The tapping, it sounds like the blinker's still on. It's driving me crazy sometimes. Dude. So I convinced my daughter, when she was about 5, that the truck wouldn't go unless she said "bud." So imagine me riding around in the truck, 5-year-old head hung out the window screaming "bud." It was absolutely glorious. When she realized that she had been had, she became slightly angry. Told me she would never trust me again. Pretty sure she stuck to that. She seems pretty consistent on that point. Okay, so change of plan. Instead, we're going to go 90 on 16. That's the plan.
Facts.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the fucking floor.
No. Well, I mean, there's two types of those. There's Canyon and the Colorado. And they're essentially the same critter. I think Colorado has a little bit more of like an up package thing. It might be exactly the same. I don't know. I think the trim package is a little different. I'm gonna go talk to Ronnie probably tomorrow. Maybe no, tomorrow's Saturday. Probably not tomorrow. So probably Monday. Probably buy him a case of beer and let him sit and talk to me about cars for a while till I understand the words that are coming out of his mouth again. Because I mean, we've got a fairly short list of requirements. It's not an undoable build. It's just I don't know what to do with what I got. I know that rear end is like a freaking 4.8 to 1, something like that. That's no good. No good. We're gonna want something along the lines of like 2.9, 2.94, something around there. 3.0 maybe. Don't know. Because honestly, if we can fit everything we need in that cab, fuck it, we don't need a camper. Not really. Like I said, we get tired of fucking off in the car. We'll sleep in hotels. Not like we're burning.
Money we about to be saving eating at home. We'll have a hell of a travel budget.
Yeah, not wrong.
Yes.
Oh, I'm aware. I saw her trying to figure out what she was going to do with this situation. So, what happens when I decide to pass that truck? Are you going to jump in front of me? You going to try your best to get up there? Because you think,
She said she's gonna pass you in 2 seconds. 1,000, 1,000. Oh, she's giving you the full 5.
like the way you're that I rebuilt my brake truck before we come to this trip. So we good. She might have a problem. We good. I'm like a brand new rotors, brand new brakes. I checked everything good. I even took apart the freaking bearings and shit, verified they were actually separate. Apparently, that's something I do very well is pack bearings. Old River Road. No. Mr. Volkswagen, you ride with us you want to. Fine. Besides, I like them calls. Yeah, I didn't really start getting pulled over in the El Camino until after I got at home, started doing some work on it. Got it driving right for the most part. Next thing I knew, I'd take out pops. I get pulled over by one cop on the way out there and by a different cop on the way back. They never identified themselves. They blue lighted me. One of them did like the hot pit stop. He like pulled up, stopped in the road, jumped out, kicked it. popped the hood, looked at it, slammed it, told me to have a nice day, hopped back in the car, hauled at it. Blue light's still on. I was like, all right, okay. It's not the weirdest thing I've had a cop do, though. Weirdest thing I had a cop do was pull me over in this truck. And after he pulled me over on his way to the door to see if I had my license, he noticed my sporting rifle in the back seat and got distracted, and instead spent 20 minutes debating on the difference between 7.62 versus 5.56, and then left, leaving me very confused. Very confused. Oh, bother. Oh, okay. That's on the other side. Groovy. That's 147 for Macon. That's about
2.5 hours.
2 hours and 27 minutes. Good.
Yeah, it sure is interesting after y'all get done reading the land. Cool there, shit. Forest Rangers.
I'm more concerned about McMansions. I hate McMansions. It's about
See the one in fucking Wortham? Holy fuck. Somebody built a legit mansion. Did they have a golf course?
I don't have a problem with mansions. I have a problem with McMansions. Like there's cookie cutter, tiki tack, I don't, dude. No HOAs ever under any circumstances. I do not. No. Because if you find me living in an HOA, it's because I'm investigating something. I'm not participating in that trash. That's trash. No, you cannot tell me what to do with the house I'm on. Fuck it. Not interested. Didn't sign it. Not going to. And yes, I'm still going to live here. Fuck off. And if you give me enough of those little tickets, I'm going to build me a fire in the front yard. Watch this. Because all that happens when you haven't signed into the HOA and you're not a part of it, is they go, well, we're going to get very upset if you don't do what we tell you to. They can't charge you for shit if you're not part of it. You didn't agree to it. Fuck them. Which is to say, never, ever, 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 ever sign anything involving HOA. Well, some of those folks are absolute, actually, most of them. That's weird. So, most of those screwballs are absolutely out to get you. I very seriously played with the idea of getting me a short body Silverado and plopping that El Camino cab right on top of it, driving off, screw it. Probably be cheaper. But yet again, I would still be sitting with a 69 El Camino chassis and a 396 drag kit, just sitting there. No idea what to do. I'm going to explain that right now. People wonder why I drive so slow. They comment on it like, come on, Bernie, let's go. Bitch, I ain't in no hurry to get to my grave. And you can't rush me there.
Okay.
Yep. after these messages. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the truck. We can't leave now. As we join our heroes.
Blinker's still on.
Or, yeah. Or, birds. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. I know how it is. I used to work for corporate. Forgot what I was going to say.
You're saying welcome back, Mr. Howard.
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to do some stupid bullshit about as we rejoin our illustrious heroes, escaping from the far distant reaches of the completely gauche and uncultured South. Trust me, you do not want to go there. And keeping that one for myself. Yeah, we're on the road making an escape. I had a choice between two thumbnails. One was like doing an escape from New York kind of concept, but I didn't make a very good Snake Plissken. And I went with the other one, which is trying to convince Sasquatch to have self-confidence and believe in himself. That way it doesn't matter if anyone else believes it. I don't know, is that illogical? Seems a little silly to me. So they're like, leave this one tree over yonder. It's just tall enough to follow the road. But it's the only tree that they left. Why? What's so special about that one tree?
Sometimes they have to leave a certain amount.
But did you see what I'm seeing, right? There's enough. There's plenty trees. They just didn't cut that one. Why? And he ain't got the guts to do that again. Good God, man. What have you been eating? Oh. That's one of those soybean fed bugs. Like, yeah, again.
Yeah, I guess do that again.
I was just thinking I could just sit here and tell jokes until you shot me in the side of the head, push me out down the road.
I mean, that wouldn't be very safe for me. Like,
I think you probably appreciate the sudden impact more than the punchline.
I might watch you splat.
Right?
I'm just saying. Like, I love you, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you, but, like, if something bad does happen to you,
but you've seen
I might watch it.
You've seen my joke playlist.
I have.
In fact, you were there when I filmed half of it at least.
Tell your joke, Sam Squinch.
I guess a car thief's having a bad day of it. Wait, what time zone is he in? I'm thinking he might be Central Time. Oh, right. Giggity. These people shout out. I'm clearly speeding. Clearly speeding. These motherfuckers run by me like I'm standing still. Okay. All right. Do you believe I used to deliver windows? There comes a point if I'm not like paying attention where my conscious mind will just tune the fuck out, and I will randomly be where I was going. I tell you what, there are not very many things more boring than a Georgia road at 6 o'clock in the morning. Especially when you know that you're going to be driving that Georgia road at 6 o'clock the following evening. And I thought about trying to be a truck driver, but you know what? I hate driving. I really don't like it. I'm not a fan, and I don't appreciate it. I appreciate it when other people do it, right? I appreciate the fact that I don't have to do it. I'd like to be one of those people dragging one of their houses along behind them, right? But I think that might require a little bit bigger vehicle for that. Hello, Mr. Ugly Jeep Truck. Your truck is very ugly. I don't like it. I mean, how do you? I just don't get how you get to this conclusion. I mean, what group of people were sitting around and were like, you know what a Wrangler needs? A 6-foot bed.
Somebody did.
Somebody did. They had that conversation. And not one person in that whole freaking boardroom, that, ladies and gentlemen, is a plain brown rapper sheriff who just blew by me at freaking 90. But the whole group of people looked at that thing and said, yes, we need more of this. And I was like, that is also a cop car.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
On the tag.
Well, then what the fuck is the big goddamn cage in the back for? Oh, yeah, I guess it could be a cab. Why you got the seat in the bottom? I don't know. I don't get it. That's weird. First one had like the full-on cage. And there was like a little shotgun grip posted up in there.
Something like that would not jack up.
Yeah, well, yeah, that would do just fine. That would do just fine. Something like that, but V8.
Why do you love that riveted fuel thing?
I don't care about that. Something like this, but V8. Preferably 4-wheel drive. But yeah, most people, whenever they try to, what do they call it, jump up El Camino, they end up taking a Silverado like that or a KTN or one of them and just throwing the cab up on top of it. And that's cool and everything. You get the functionality of a Silverado and the cool body of a 69 El Camino. That's all neat and shit. Like, don't get me wrong, right? But the El Camino is a unibody design. That to do that, you're going to have to cut so much out of it that it will no longer be an El Camino. It'll be a Silverado with a little bit of skin on. But I'm almost certain that entire engine, transmission, and front end assembly will fit into the El Camino build. I think they're the same. Almost certain. There might be some clearance issues and stuff, but that could be fixed with lifts and tires and stuff. It'd be a little higher than expected. Yeah. The idea is to put it on tires that give it the right ground clearance to height and get the brake proper so that it doesn't scream 4x4. I would admit it would be nice if from a distance while squinting it still looked like a hot rod. That would be nice. But I think I could throw a bright yellow, black paint job on it like Bumblebee, and I think I'll get enough looks. I think it'll be fine. Just fine. Should have told them to do a valve job on this thing when they had it. Because they'd have had to clean the cylinders too.
Sound like you stayed on Holiday Inn Express last night.
Well, yeah, man, that, and I'm a YouTuber. I'm an influencer. I can't even say that shit with a straight face. I can't do it. I had a chick ask me the other day, it was like, so what do you do? And I'm like, oh, YouTuber. I am a YouTuber. Just, I kind of.
Did it seem like her?
But now here's the thing, as I said, I'm a YouTuber, and she was like, "Who?" I was like, "You know, like YouTube. Do stupid videos on YouTube. I don't know. I do things on YouTube. Oh, YouTube. YouTube. Yes.
I like that you use 2 L's to make
This Man in Black shit's getting just out of control.
Yes, they're not government tags. That means it's
Yeah, that was
University of Georgia.
But I mean, even the emblem's blacked out.
People like their blackout vehicles, man.
Now that thing would be jammed up for a zombie apocalypse, no doubt. Pickups. Freaking pickups. Great googly moogly. Hi. Oh, Werner. My old friend, we meet again. You thought you could escape me, but you were wrong. See, those things are just super good to me. I will have one day.
So really?
Yeah. There's a particular trim package I'm gonna hold out for. Unless, of course, I can. What is it called? It's very similar to the Forerunner, but it's a bit more chunky. It's more rugged. It's Toyota. Land Cruiser or something. Cruise Master or some shit. I can't remember. Anyway, this thing is like drop dead pimped out for what the hell ever you want to do. You wanna go tailgating? Oh yeah, 6 freaking USB cords in the back, 2 count them, 2 pure sine inverters built into the little tailgate thing. You can run as long as your vehicle's running, or you put in a supplementary battery of the right type, you can run a full-size freaking refrigerator off that tailgate and an air fryer same time. Keurig, I mean, that's built in. That comes standard. And I looked at Land Rovers too because, I mean, let's be honest, you're going to be doing any type of off-roading, Land Rover, right? Well, no, in America, oddly enough, Land Rovers are basically just kind of hopped up F-150s, sort of. You know? Yeah, they got some pimp shit in them, but they don't seem to have the monstrous muscle that the Australian and South African Land Rovers just seem to innately have. The story goes, you can't kill those things, but you go look at the I Want a page, and you'll find 2 million of them for sale. Cheap. Why? Because for whatever reason, the ones sold here just do not hold up to snuff. People take them off the places, try to play with them, and snap something terribly expensive. Or is that the difference? South Africa, they fix it themselves. Here, you got to pay somebody to fix it. That might be the difference. I know there's a really super badass Volkswagen model that was Touareg or something like that was made for super overlanding, and it is eat up with design flaws that just don't make any sense. It makes sense for a competition like Sandcrawler or something that you're only going to take to the competition on a truck, and then whenever you need to fix it, you take it home on a truck, and you put it on the lift, and you lift the body and drop the engine. You get everything when you do that. Problem is, on this particular 10-cylinder build, you have to. You want to change your blinker modules, you have to drop the engine. You want to change your oil filter, you got to drop the engine. That's crazy. I don't even care if it's easy to do. I don't care if you can go out there and like hit a button and it'll just like uncap itself from the engine and you can get to it. That's fucking crazy. That's nuts.
Any particular reason why we're giving Mr. Warner
so much attention?
Action.
Because they keep America moving. And I don't know. Well, earlier he was running about 80. Tell you what, we'll follow this guy for a while.
I don't think. What do you like being behind 18?
I could explain that, but I'm pretty sure that the concept is completely illegal.
When you're drifting?
Something like that. Not intentionally. Okay. That, it's easier to look at the back of the vehicle a certain distance ahead of you than it is to randomly flick your eyes around until you get highway hypnosis and drive off the fucking cliff.
I hear it. I don't know. Look at it. I just don't understand.
Oh. Good. Let's go there. What time it is? That right? That's right. You fixed that,
I did.
all right.
56. About an hour and a half left. We're about faster better. My dog is gonna cry.
He's gonna chirp like a little birdie, all 100 pounds of it. He's gonna chirp. He's gonna jump up, grab you, hop around like he learned to dance last night. And he's gonna go back to chirping. He's gonna run away and grab something. He's gonna bring it to you and throw it at you. Then he's gonna chirp some more, and he's gonna try to hug your leg. Out of just raw bone happiness.
Like, Mom.
That tweeting like a bird shit drop. It's amazing. How does such a big animal who usually bathes like a basset hound chirp? Chirps. Like a little bird. Absolutely bad. Man, what can they build a decent road? I'll tell you, you gotta be cool like me. I'm so pretty. Johnny Bravo. Can't quite get it right.
These are some of my favorite kind of clouds.
Yeah, I like the cumulonimbus clouds
I
there,
like
baby.
the cumulonimbus clouds.
Them cumulo clouds are the coolest clouds.
Well, they're some of my favorites. I might like all the clouds, but they look pretty cool when they like this.
Bro, you need a nap or something? Like, there's an exit right here.
You're right.
Look at it. They're like hotels and shit all over the place over there, dude. Bet you go park over yonder, just let your ass sleep.
They will too.
I don't give a shit. Welcome to Georgia.
They'll be like, oh, you're having a fat nap? Okay.
Somebody asked me the other day if we had a real bad homeless problem here. I said, camping problem?
Some
I said, no. And I'm like, they just camp, dude. It's not cold here. It's like, you don't have to like starve if you're homeless. You go fishing.
I mean, yeah, but in like Savannah and Atlanta, it's pretty bad.
Okay, sure. But here's the thing. Those people have a choice. They can stay there, do whatever it is they're doing that doesn't seem to be helping them or working very well. Or they could just mosey on down the road somewhere else where they can go camping and fishing. Now, I did see a couple of avalanches that I did not. But those things kind of bug me a little bit because I don't rightly understand the difference between an avalanche and a Silverado. Doesn't make much sense. Pretty sure the avalanche is built on the short body Silverado. Boom. You need it. I'm telling you, bro, you need a nap. My man got a highway hypnosis going on. You need drifting.
He's fucking with his phone.
You reckon that's what it is? I really hope he's fucking with his phone.
Nah, he's taking his eyes off the road for a second.
Maybe he picked up a lot lizard back there somewhere. Got him to tag along. Don't think I did it right.
I think you did what, right?
The plans to have this live stream's link saved on that phone so that I would be able to drop it in chat. That's,
Well, that would have been a good place to stop and talk to you.
yeah. I'm hip.
There's peach salsa on this exit. Bet y'all ain't heard of that before. Peach salsa.
Peach salsa.
Peach salsa.
I wonder if that's spicy.
Probably.
Bye.
I won't be one of them.
One of them.
I won't be one of them.
I don't know, man.
We'll get a little short one.
Pretty sure that's a Class C.
That's just for like 4 people. Like it's a bunch of people. I don't need a bunch of bunk. I just need one bed, kitchen, and fridge, place to share.
You just need a bed, a kitchen, a fridge, and a shower. Maybe somewhere to play your video games.
Somewhere to take a food. I mean, the video game can't even be out of the deal. Like, I don't even have to have the game going on a weekend trip. That ain't gonna like, you know.
Yeah, I'm hip. Ooh, and got a big mouth on the front of him truck. It's we're not required to stay on the road because, you know, we don't have anywhere else to go.
And if we're camping, we can take our dog with us and just come here.
Damn right, I'm taking that moose with me.
And that would just ease
I'm gonna throw him in a pair.
That would just ease my pain 100%. Like that, just having the dog around. Be awesome. You got a big heart, don't know how long we'll have it either way. Tick, tack, tick, tack, tick, 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 tick.
I'm like,
You're that guy. You bitched about that person yesterday.
well, no, I said it earlier. This thing swings against this and ticks, and it sounds like my blinker's on. And I'll look, and my blinker's not on. I'll look, my blinker's not on. I'll look, my blinker's not on. And then, like, a few minutes later, Rachel's like, blinker's on. What? All right. I wonder how much that piece of property costs.
No.
Are you shitting me?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would be a shooting range over right there.
Thank you. We'll have like poke your little heads out and have an accident for breakfast.
Welcome to Georgia.
And then later in the evening we'll have a crash right in the backyard.
That'd be fucking great, dude. You know how many spare parts we picked up out of a shooting range and a parts store?
Or not. Just a different types of oil cans.
A tire shop.
All for the Lincoln Highway.
You went for a line drawing. You fucked up. You fucking idiot.
You brainwashed yourself, you motherfucking stupid suckers.
Because you never studied your holy homework.
That's 2 capital H's.
All the rest are lowercase in any fucking case. Oh, we're old.
Yeah.
We're so old. We're so depressingly old.
It happened. I don't know when it happened.
Hey, you remember when I hurt my hip and I did all these drugs?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's when we got old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I figured maybe it was when I found out I was going to be a grandma.
Oh yeah, now suddenly you're a grandma too.
And now I'm
You're old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect freaking sense. Because I'm pretty sure she was running around dressed like a freaking Girl Scout, like last week sometime. My question is this. She cannot look me in the face and tell me that she did not buy the same glasses frames that me and Khalifa wear.
She did not, and you should not talk
She
about that on
fucking sure goddamn did.
Brandon,
I bet she did.
Just because you watch porn,
No,
seen a bunch of porn.
maybe I do owe you a neck rub.
Yeah.
So I still haven't been able to figure out what the world is up that truck. It's just a bright pink container. The freaking tags on it don't seem to make a lot of sense. It's gotta be something like furniture or something. Now, that's probably wrong there.
What?
So that's an Amazon truck, right? It can have anything. In fact, I'll give you even money that it has at least a couple of 100 pounds of lithium batteries in it, just on the general principle that everything runs on lithium. Which means that truck should, in all honesty, be decked out with 2,000 different caution, hazardous ways proper, hazardous materials stuff. Instead, I think that's done as individual packages. So in theory, you could order a submarine battery. That's something that should show up on an Amazon truck. And as toxic as it is, it's not labeled on the carrier. Yeah, you roll with it, big dog. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm just not in that much of a hurry. I get truckers being in a hurry, and having to watch them for doing some kind of sketched out shit, like on the fly, trying to do some shit quickly so they can do whatever it is they do. I get that they do this all the time. They're like ninjas in the night of driving, right? Like, I mean, this crap. Oh yeah. You don't know. Maybe his girl cheating on him. He got the proof. Maybe his girl ain't cheating on him. He got the proof. Which one would impel him to drive faster?
I used to drive fast just to drive fast, man.
What a wacky idea. All right, so my pops was a bit of a race car driver. Fancied himself one anyway. So I have I've gone so fast that it would just make some of you folks sick. You're sick as a dog. And screw it. I used to drive this dude named Lonnie who had a distinct debilitating disorder of lead-footedness. Ridiculously lead-footed. Everywhere. Had a philosophy. The less time you spend in transit, the less likely you are to run into a cop. So he did everything at about twice light speed, if possible. And I mean everything. Dude. Look at there. Time marker 87. Get us a big old panel truck, like a U-Haul. Build exactly what you said in a toilet, a shower. What else? Toilet, shower.
Hey, fridge.
Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely do it for it.
Your girl gotta have her milk and cereal. You have somewhere to keep the hummus. Kidding.
That is so freaking ridiculous. Wow. I've got to get those things taken off my windows. I hate it. I don't like
more loud though.
I'm not sure it would be. Part of what makes the noise is the plastic kind of fluttering right there at the edges. That's why it's so loud. Oh, it drives me crazy. Also, his roof rack's loud as hell too. I may very well either go looking into how to turn it into like a compartment, or maybe it. I don't know. That's loud, and I can't take it to a car wash because the flapper is wrapped up around my roof rack trying to rip my roof off. It's bad. All right. So, plant. Right between the sides, you're going to jump out in front of me. Well, I'm going to leave you with your command of what to do about your piggy tanker there. Yeah. Could just get a CDL and a rig and just build a house.
Okay. You can cut me out.
You would drive afterwards. There's that whole shiftiness. Ready you can drive a big rig?
Oh, baby, I can do anything you teach me to do.
Oh, there you go. That's just my exit. I'm not after 78. 73, right?
You let me put my hands on it one time. So we had it.
Oh, I'll just put your hands on it, baby. You darn skippy, I will. What exit am I looking for?
71.
71. Right.
I just told you it was 11 miles.
I know. But I wasn't counting miles.
Okay.
Give me the thing. So that was this blind man, right?
You don't count the miles. There are these mile markers in here.
Those mile markers mark the miles. And I don't count them either.
We get off at exit 721.
71.
So all you got to do is subtract 721, 77.
Well, that sounds like homework.
Got
And I stopped doing homework before I left school.
6 miles to your exit there.
Oh wow, that's going to involve counting on both hands.
No, you don't have to count. So I was just telling you.
Man, let me know when it gets down where I can count on one.
Here, let me see some else.
Boom, boom. Ori. Hey, if I'm not mistaken, I bet you I had a short release while I was driving, which is cool.
While you were driving?
While I was driving, yes. Yes, indeed.
That's quite fancy.
Fancy, the extra fancy.
Extra fancy.
The extra fancy. The additional needed fans to make it fancy. I even like
So
tinkered
much.
with a few hashtags on these.
Oh, fancier.
Extra special. Although, as far as I can tell, it has absolutely no effect on anything that I can see directly, unless you're live streaming. When you're live streaming, there's a couple of things that do seem to have some effect, although I'm not sure what that effect is, or if it is at all, because I don't know whether I'm getting room rated or those hashtags are actually working. Because here's the weird part. It's not new people coming in, which is what you would expect if it was like somehow being generated by a hashtag. You would expect a few new people every time you used a particular batch of whatever hashtags, right?
I guess.
But that's not how that works. Ironically, using hashtags just seems to promote myself to people who are already subscribed. So, like, putting a bunch of hashtags in it seems to get more individuals actually into my chat, like in my live stream. But it doesn't seem to have any direct effect on the number of views a video gets. Not that I've been able to determine, although I haven't gone back and done the actual count up yet. I haven't quite reached the year. So at that point, I should be able to like go look at it like 3 months, 6 months, 1 month, what I was doing at a given time. Because there were several times this past year where I stopped doing content to sort of cleanse the algorithm's palate, so to speak. Yes, ma'am. It is this right turn that I will take up here into the Adrian exit, where we would take it home. That's a nice car. I like it.
I could put RTM on the back, or it
Boss
actually
DNR.
would be RNT because you put your last initial.
His license plate says Boss DNR.
Good for that guy.
Wow.
Schlandersville. Exit 721. Service agent.
Tinker, 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 tinker. Spicy exit. Extra spice. Okay. I guess he's at the wrong exit.
No, this is the right exit.
No, him. He just pulled straight up right here, stopped, and then drove straight through to get back on the interstate.
Sounds about right.
Wow. I'm impressed. That's what I mean by this thing is loosened up a lot. She bounced it.
That's so safe. Very small skinny man. That's alright.
And this concludes our broadcast evening.